My name is Ike Moss. I am the General Manager of KHAFRA Operation Services. We are a contract operations company based out of Georgia. The company is composed of 6 principals. The operation size has 35 employees. We are part of a larger group called KHAFRA Engineering and Consulting. We have a global company called KHAFRA Global Initiatives. Most of our work is in waste and clean water, and that's pretty much 70% of our business. Now in operations, we do a lot more than just AMI service deployments and operating water and waste treatment plants. We also staff call centers. We do a lot of planning, project management, inspection, but mostly everything that we do is on the utility side of the business. Well, when I joined the company about 3 years ago, we did not have any products to go to market. And the reason why, we were mostly partnering with larger companies. In doing so, we realized that it's time now for us to really be the prime, per se, for some of the business that was coming in. And we did not have the tools to do that. And so I was having dinner with Ed White one night, and he told me about this company that he had. I've known Ed for over 30 years, and we've been in business in and out for years. But it struck me that what FilterBase had could really change my business. And in doing so, it really has, in terms of our deployment services initiatives. In this part of our services requires us to collect data from the field, be able to go out and complete a project on time, and basically satisfy utility clients. What was unique about FilterBase was they was able to digitally map the entire installation process to a tablet. And that just afforded us all type of advantages to go to market. Most of the projects in service deployment revolves around AMI, automated metering infrastructures. And it requires us to go in the field and change out meters or install AMI systems, which is collecting information from the meters. And that process, why utilities usually go outside, because it's a temporary process. They want someone to come in and install these meters in 9 weeks or a year or 2 years, depending on the size of the utility, and then they're gone. So they don't want to staff up or put those services out in the field. KHAFRA has the experience and the expertise to come in and do those type of projects. Oh, it was very easy. By mapping the entire installation process on a tablet with the digitized forms, we're able to match that with the training of the AMI system network deployment. So we do the same training for the project, as well as using FilterBase. FilterBase allowed us to rename the solution KHAFRA M3, which stands for Mobile Meter Management. So when our contract installers go into the field, as soon as they get to a location, they're basically signing in and starting on that installation. So everything is time-stamped. All the metering information is captured. There's pictures of the location where they do the work. And we're able to gather all this information, put it nicely packaged, and the customer is able to see what we're doing in real time. Our common practice is normally to do 2 days training. Contract operators, we hire these people who already have experience doing field work. So it's 2 days training. 1 day in the classroom, the other day is out in the field. So if a contract operator can't get it in 2 days, they just usually walk away. But it's very easy to do that. We license about 5 products from Field to Base. Mobile forms, online docs. We do the integration and workflow. Just to talk about those were the 4 that really got us into business to be able to use the product in the first place. Before that, we just had a bunch of paperwork that we filled out and captured as we did the projects. Or we used some of the larger installation companies that we partnered with. But one of the products that we use is analytics. We get all this data and no one knows what they're going to do with it, how they're going to use it. And with an annual subscription, it was important that we put value in the data and being able to analyze it. So after we've left the project, the analytics and the data stays with the utility, and they are able to do a lot of cost-saving initiatives with that information. Our internal stakeholders really have very little knowledge of what we're doing. They just know in accounting, they have to be able to pay people. As in human resources, they got to be able to hire people. Our IT people, they have to be able to do all of our integrations. So what I would say from an internal aspect, our accounting people love it because at the end of the week or daily, they can prepare the invoices for our contract installers from the information down to how much they did, when they did it, and who was that person. Human resources can evaluate the people that they're hired on a daily basis by monitoring their performance. IT, it really takes the pressure off of them to let them focus on other things because they literally don't have to do anything. The external customers, we did not have analytics in our first few jobs that we did. They had data, which means they had to find ways to manipulate the information that we gathered. But since we have now added analytics, it's been, I would say, outstanding. Because we usually have to do weekly reports. We have basically eliminated doing any type of reporting because the system with analytics provides that on a daily basis. So I think our customers are very happy with how we have provided them information and they're being able to use it very easily. As a small company, we have been around probably about 14 years, and we have the same challenges as any other businesses. Accountability, interoperability, being able to grow in economies of scale with the size of the projects, and as well as just being flexible because every customer is different. And Field to Base checks all those boxes. The real world metrics in what we do in deployment services is always time versus money. If you take too much time, it costs you much more money to do the project. Either way, it's a balance. So some of the real world metrics that we have is trying to minimize human error and being able to provide information without someone having to key in information. It's just basically pull down tabs inside the forms is a tremendous savings. In the utility business, you will hear the term rolling a truck. The reason that they have to roll a truck is because when a customer service needs something investigated, they have to send someone out to that location. With filter-based, with all the information that we've captured and captured it in real time, not for the present, but for the future, it allows utilities to save an enormous amount of money not to roll a truck. It also allows the customer service rep to be proactive. They don't have to ask anybody to do anything. Everything is on a screen right in front of them. So that would be one metric, and you could probably find tons of savings in just by those two examples alone. Filter-based have a lot of talent, and as the IT world and the technologies and the clouds and all of these different things, it's hard for other companies to keep up. So when we have an issue with the product or something is not right, filter-based customer service, they are very quick to respond. And they used to provide solutions and tell us things that we didn't even know we could do. So I would say they've exceeded our expectations in terms of customer service.